Is ordering a cheap guitar online worth it? We're about to find out with the Donner guitar that is in that box behind me. So, Donner sent me this guitar a few days ago, and they wanted me to give you guys a review for it. And so, I thought I would do a review on it, and then give it away to one of you guys out there. So, if you want to win this guitar that we're about to take a look at, follow me on Instagram, Donner on Instagram, and check out this post, give it a like, and give it a comment, and you can win this guitar. This box is ridiculously big, and it's got a smaller box inside of it. This is about what your guitar box will look like. Got Donner acoustic guitar. When you open up the guitar box, this is what you first see. Boom. First thing you see is your gig bag. This does come with a gig bag, which is awesome, especially at this price range. A lot of acoustic guitars do not come with this, so it's a nice bonus. Pull this out and set it to the side for right now. And there's also a groovy little accessories pack, which we'll go through in just a minute. This does come with some really cool accessories, which I think is part of a great deal because these are all things you would have to buy separately if you bought a guitar from kind of a traditional guitar store. So we'll take a look at the things in here in just a minute, but first, let's take a look at what's in the gig bag. Now, I am saving all of this packaging and stuff so that whenever somebody wins this guitar next week, I'll be able to send it off to them and it'll be nice and safe and secure. So, like I said, first thing I'm gonna do is open up this gig bag and take a look at what's inside. Feels like a pretty solid gig bag. A lot of times with these kind of guitars, these kind of entry-level guitars, you'll get a gig bag, but it's not always a very good one. And this feels like pretty middle of the road. It doesn't feel like a particularly like super fancy nice one, but it also doesn't feel something super cheap. And you really want something that's gonna be able to protect your guitar. I usually use a hard case, but if you're just starting out, you don't necessarily need to spend the money on a hard case. Something like this gig bag right here is just fine. There's the guitar. I'm gonna set the gig bag to the side. You got a rubber band around this top part. Set that to the side as well. Pull out the guitar. There it is. First impressions looking at the guitar. I dig it. It's cool. Has the new guitar smell. If you have ever gotten a new guitar, you'll know exactly what I mean. It's cool. I like it. I like the black headstock. Black headstock, black tuners. That's a cool look. I dig it. Pretty thin, so just first impression kind of sitting down with it. It feels good. It feels comfortable in the hands. Finish looks nice. I dig it. First impression, haven't played it yet or anything like that. The look and feel of it looks and feels good. So I'm gonna set this to the side for just a second. We're gonna take a look at the accessories that come with it really quick. So like I said, you get this cool little accessories pack, which I think is pretty nice. Be able to keep all your stuff in the same place. I like that. All of Michelle and I's kind of accessories, tuners, capos, picks, all that stuff is just kind of scattered around our apartment. And sometimes they're a little hard to find. So actually having a little baggie to keep everything in is kind of nice. So first thing we'll pull out and take a look at is you get a capo and you get some picks with it. Again, these are all things that come in this little pack that you would usually have to buy if you bought kind of a normal traditional guitar from a guitar store, or even a lot of guitars online don't come with this kind of thing. So it's really cool to be able to just kind of get it all included with your first guitar. Got a nice little microfiber cleaning cloth. Comes with a little tuner. Super, super important. If you're a beginner guitarist, a lot of times the importance of tuning is a little bit understated, but that really, really matters. This is a really nice bonus. Fresh set of strings for whenever you need to change the strings on your guitar. You got an Allen wrench here. Also comes with a black guitar strap. Actually pretty nice, and it feels like a pretty nice one too. It's kind of just a standard, good, middle of the road guitar strap. And the last thing that's in here, which I actually thought was really cool because I don't think I've ever seen this before, but they actually have a little pick guard. And this is just a little pick guard that you can attach to your guitar. So just for anybody who doesn't know, it would kind of look like this. And it's meant to just kind of protect the wood finish of your guitar. So those are all the accessories. Pretty cool. Like I said, I think it's really groovy that comes with all of those things, because those are all really things, or most of those are things that you would have to buy anyways whenever you get a new guitar. All right, so let's take a look at this guitar. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and peel off this kind of protective paper that's over the strings. So first thing first, we are way out of tune. So I'm gonna tune this guitar up real quick and I'm gonna check back in. We're gonna jam around on it and I'll let you know what I think. Well, guys, so popping strings happens to experienced guitar teachers as well. I just popped the high E string. I wasn't even tuning the high E string. Just a side note, that is no reflection on the quality of this guitar. That can happen to any guitar at any point in time. Whenever you're freshly tuning guitar strings, especially on a brand new guitar like this that maybe hasn't been tuned all the way up and stuff, as those guitar strings are settling in, sometimes that sort of thing can happen. Just a heads up, I'm gonna go ahead and pull a string out of this pack and actually replace the high E string with one of these strings in this pack that it came with. All right, fresh strings, and we're all tuned up. That was actually my first chord I played on that since we tuned up. And I gotta say, just literally the first chord just then, I'm actually pretty impressed. It sounds really good for a $150 guitar plus accessories. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna bring you guys in a little closer, and I'm gonna bring the microphone closer so that we can really get a feel for how this sounds, feels, and I'm just gonna jam around for a minute on some of my favorite songs and see how it feels. And you guys can see how playing it goes and see how it actually sounds. Alright guys, that's about maybe 10 or 15 minutes of me just jamming around on some of my favorite Jack Johnson songs and a bonus Taylor Swift song. That's actually my all-time favorite song. So I've jammed on this for maybe like 15 minutes, and I gotta say, I'm actually really impressed with this guitar. The first thing that kind of came to my mind that I could say about this guitar is that I don't know if you gave me 150 bucks and told me to go to a music store, I don't know that I could find one that's much better than this, which is really cool and it's really saying something, and I think it says something about online guitars. I think they've come a long way in the last probably about decade, because in the past, maybe whenever I first started playing guitar a little over 10 years ago, I probably wouldn't have considered buying a guitar online. But after trying this, I would actually seriously consider it. It feels really good, everything feels great. It's got the good guitar smell. It came set up pretty well. The action's pretty good on it for like a $150 guitar. It felt pretty great. It sounds really good too. Honestly, it has a lot more low end than I thought it would. Even for being kind of a thinner bodied guitar, it does feel like it's got a good balanced tone. This one is actually, this is called a Donner DAJ-110C. The reason I picked this one, Donner said I could pick out whatever one I wanted to give a review on. And the reason I picked this one out is because this is the guitar that I would pick up if I went into a music store. If I was given 150, 200 bucks in a music store, this is one of the first ones I would grab, just based on the look of it, the feel of it. I like the finish of it. I love a cutaway. I love the feel of the neck. It's a good thin neck. Sitting on my lap, this guitar feels comfortable. I have no like weird feelings where I'm having to stretch over with my arm here. It just feels really comfortable and really good, which is a lot of what I look for in a guitar, is just a guitar that feels good. It's one thing if a guitar sounds good, but if it doesn't feel good, you're not gonna play it very often. Really, I don't have anything bad to say about this. It is a more affordable, beginner-friendly guitar, and there are some things that come with that, like the materials that it's made with are not top spec, top of the line, but I think in terms of beginner entry-level guitars, you can't go wrong with this, and I would feel very comfortable recommending this to anybody who's just getting started. So with all that in mind, guys, I would say I give this a strong like 8.5 out of 10 recommend for a beginner guitar. I think it's probably about as good as anything else that you could get for a beginner guitar, and I think for the price you probably can't beat it, especially coming with all those accessories, and it just feels good. I would recommend it for sure. So again, remember that this guitar will be given away to one of you guys. All you have to do is follow me, follow Donner Music, and like this Instagram post right here that's on my Instagram. You gotta like it and you gotta leave a comment underneath it. Doesn't matter what you can comment anything you want. You can comment why you want the guitar, you can comment why you love guitar, you can comment your favorite artist, you can comment your favorite song, you can comment anything cool, fun, and nice at all, literally. And just comment anything, make sure you follow both of those accounts, and this is an only US and Canada giveaway. I am stoked to give this guitar away. I'm honestly a little sad to see it go because I like it, but I have too many guitars as is. So this is gonna go to one of you guys, and I'm really stoked for y'all to enjoy it and just have a blast with it because it's a fun guitar. I really enjoyed jamming on this. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this review and unboxing. I had a lot of fun doing it and getting to jam on this guitar, and I'm really stoked to share this guitar and give it away to one of you guys out there. I even had fun with the part where I popped the string because it was really funny and unexpected. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see y'all soon.